How can you become better than 99% of people? You might initially believe that you need $1 million, a luxurious mansion, and a Lamborghini to stand out, but in reality, it's much simpler than that. Hello and welcome to the PRO RealLife channel. Today we'll discuss the difference between the majority and the successful few. Let's start with a simple fact. To outperform 99% of people, you need to do things they don't do. This is the first step on the path to success. Now let's look at the list of actions that can help you achieve it. Number 1. Follow your passions. The best job is one where you get paid for doing something you love. Successful people don't spend their lives making someone else's dreams come true. Instead, they pursue what they're passionate about. If you think your hobbies can't bring income, think again. For example, consider the woman who enjoyed sewing outfits for Barbie dolls. Over time, her hobby turned into a business worth millions. Or think about streamers on platforms like Twitch and YouTube. They're essentially doing what they enjoy, but they're making money from it. There are even people who sell air. They travel to places with clean air, collect it, and sell it in countries like China or America, especially where air pollution is a big problem. And guess what? They make millions doing it. So, do you still doubt whether your hobbies can make you money? Think again. Number 2. Nurture your relationships. Ever noticed how friendships evolve as we grow older? Over time, we often gradually lose touch with some of our friends, and eventually our lives take different paths. If you want to be among the top 1%, make an effort to maintain your friendships. Friendships not only enrich your life, but also create opportunities. For instance, who knows, maybe tomorrow one of your friends will introduce you to someone who will significantly change your life. Moreover, life is definitely more enjoyable when shared with friends. Number 3. Be ready to change. In the 21st century, progress occurs at an unprecedented speed compared to previous centuries. We're witnessing more changes than ever before in history. If you reflect on who you were 6 months ago and find that you're still the same today, it means you're not adapting quickly enough to the rapidly changing world. The ability to adapt to new conditions is of great importance, especially for those under the age of 30. People in the top 1% not only keep learning, but also apply their newfound knowledge to achieve their life goals. They're willing to break free from old ways of thinking, overcome psychological barriers, try new things, and remain open to personal changes to lead a better and happier life. This is the essence of continuous adaptation. Number 4. Prioritize your health. The true importance of prioritizing health often becomes clear as we get older. If you want to maintain high energy levels and stay productive throughout your life, taking care of your health should be a top priority from a young age. Ignoring your health in youth can result in various issues in the future, such as heart problems, high blood pressure, or headaches, none of which contribute to productivity. Pay attention to your diet and try to get physical activity at least a couple of times a week. A common trend is that people tend to think about their health only when they experience pain or discomfort. They don't start watching their diet until they develop a stomach ulcer, or they neglect leading an active lifestyle until they gain too much weight. But eventually, they have to prioritize their health to avoid dealing with even bigger problems. Start investing in your health while you're young. It's an investment that will always pay dividends. Number 5. Set goals. Striving to be better than most is great, but it's even greater to understand why you want it. No matter what you're aiming for, having clear goals is essential. Many people don't realize how important they are. Setting life goals gives your life a clear direction because it helps you plan your actions according to your priorities. They also help you discover your life's purpose because you have to think about why you're working towards the goals you've set. This, in turn, helps you understand yourself better. and knowing yourself better makes you a more complete person. People who set clear and sensible goals are usually more productive than those who act without a plan. And this approach to life often leads to greater success. If you're striving for financial success, begin by defining a special goal that you can divide into smaller, manageable steps. Then, put in your best effort to achieve that goal. You can apply this approach to anything, whether it's reading more or improving your relationships. Number 6. Shape your social circle. Ever heard the saying, you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with? It's more than just a saying, it's a profound reality. Being around less successful people can hold you back from achieving your own success. Conversely, if you surround yourself with those who are accomplished, you're likely to improve as well. It's that simple. If your goal is to be part of the 1%, then your group of friends should include people who not only want to be in that 1%, but have already achieved it. To make this a reality, you might have to distance yourself from people who have a negative influence on you, such as those who invite you to parties every weekend, lack ambition, and just go with the flow. Whether they're all friends or relatives, if they hinder your progress, reduce your interactions with them. Be selective about your social circle. Whether the 5 people you spend the most time with are into partying or are dedicated to personal growth and self-improvement, keep in mind that you'll end up adapting their traits and mindset. Number 7. Persistence and self-discipline. Setting a goal is a great start, but to reach it, you often need to work hard, and this requires self-discipline. Self-discipline is one of the key differences between those who belong to 99% and those who are in the top 1. Most people give up their goals shortly after setting them. For instance, think of someone you know who's unhappy with their body and keeps talking about starting to work out. However, even if they manage to start, they often don't stick with it for long, maybe just a month at most. And in the end, there's no noticeable change in their appearance. Now think about people who consistently exercise for a long time. If you don't know anyone like that, you can search for their stories online. Skinny people become muscular, and those with extra weight achieve a more athletic body. Maintaining discipline can be tough, but if you've set a goal, made a plan, and figure out the minimum effort you need to put in every day to reach it, then go for it. Stay committed no matter how you feel, what's the weather like, or whatever unexpected changes life throws at you. Number 8. Pay attention to small things in relationships. In both romantic relationships and friendships, being attentive really matters. If you want to stand out from the rest, remember people's names, keep your promises, and be polite and friendly, not distant or skeptical. Take steps to break the ice when meeting someone new, and don't forget the simple gestures, such as asking how someone is feeling if they've been unwell or congratulating them on a new job or promotion. Most importantly, be sincere. When you act from the heart and offer support in both good and tough times, you're not just doing a good deed, but also winning people over. Many people underestimate the power of these small gestures, but they are the building blocks for creating and nurturing emotional connections with others. Number 9. Read more. Reading introduces you to brilliant ideas from the sharpest minds. These ideas are well structured and meticulously thought out. Isn't it better than simply scrolling through meme pages or endlessly checking out Instagram? The most intelligent people are perpetual learners, and books are their greatest teachers. With an abundance of books available in the world, you can confidently say that knowledge is infinite. Therefore, if you want to become a better version of yourself and broaden your knowledge, reading should undoubtedly be a part of your daily routine. Conclusion. These are the 9 most important things to keep in mind if you want to be better than 99% of people. As you can see, it's not complicated, and it's well within your reach. You've been watching the PRO RealLife channel. In conclusion, we'd like to ask you a question. Now that you've covered these essential tips for reaching the top 1%, what's your next move gonna be? Will you, like most people, continue scrolling through YouTube? Or will you take action today to join the 1%?